they sell fuel for 5,000 naira per litre, I can afford to buy it. It won't cost me any headache, Adebayo. During an interview with AIT News, the SDP candidate Adewole Adebayo stated that if they sell fuel for 5,000 naira per litre, he can afford to buy it and that it won't cost him any headache, adding that 99% of the people may not be able to afford it. He revealed that he was part of the people who never wanted subsidies to go, pointing out that the majority of the people supported those who promised to remove subsidies. He further stated that the people did not understand the implication of removing subsidies and thought that the money would just be given to them. He added that the government has the right to implement the policy it promised the people. According to him, I'm not saying that the government does not have a right to enunciate, defend, and implement the policy that he promised the people, but the feedback that I'm getting suggests to me that the Nigerian people did not understand the implications of what they were supporting at that time. They thought that maybe the government was going to stop paying people subsidy money and take that money and give it to them. Now they understand that what the government is saying is that all the different subsidies that are going on in government, the one that intercedes for the poor and the rich is the one they're going to remove, and then the poor will suffer and then the rich will continue. So if you want to sell it for 5,000 naira per litre, I can afford to buy it and it won't cost me a headache, but for 99% of Nigerians, 99% of Nigerians will not be able to buy it. Interesting. Well, I mean, he's not right. He's not wrong, but 5,000 naira per litre, at this point, you might say it's crazy, but your government can say nothing is impossible. Of course, it's clearly sad, but what do you want Nigerians to do? At the end of the day, whoever you supported, you shouldn't be made to feel bad about them, especially when they start making decisions that affect you badly. At the end of the day, you brought this upon yourself. But whoever is voted for and whoever wins is going to serve everybody regardless of who voted for that person. So the government does have a right and have the obligation to make sure that for all Nigerians, they can afford to live a good life, right? And make it easy for them to be Nigerians. That's what it is. If not, then what's going to happen? Nigerians will tend to accept it. If it goes to 5,000 naira per litre, obviously it can't be just drastic change to 5,000 naira per litre. But if it gets there, Nigerians sure will pay for it. Let's be very honest with ourselves. It can't. That's the thing. It's like with the regression and the lack of progress. It's never just boom in your face. It's always little by little by little by little by little. And then we end up in a place where we're like, oh my days, how did we get here? Oh, you got there for sure. You just got there slowly and it wasn't obvious for you to see. Very sad. Come on. I'm not saying it's the best situation, but it's not a shocking like, oh my days, how did I get here? You can't. You just cannot think like that. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So obviously, for Nigerians, they can't afford it. You can afford it, but it does not mean that it's normal or should be accepted. What should Nigerians now do? Nigerians always have a choice. And I think regardless, look at what is happening. Look at the Barbie premiere. I promise you, Nigerians are still living their lives. Yes, for some and the poor, suffering is totally normal. But for those to even see people in the same country while suffering, living a good life, right, and seem to be unaffected by whatever is happening. Come on, right now, premieres are going on. People are going to parties. People are still doing what they want to do. So I think that really, it would never really be that bad for Nigerians to have an uprising. And I think the government know that as well. They will never do something that would be like the people react beyond their control. They won't do that. They absolutely wouldn't do that. And even to an extent where you think, oh my days, the people should react. How can we watch this happen? The people don't react. So the government just knows. It's like the government really knows and they've tested the people. They've seen the extent to which they can push and how they can push and eventually get people to accept anything. It's not fair, you can say. It's sad, But you can't deny that it's the reality. It, of course, clearly is the reality. So what should Nigerians do about it? Nigerians, of course, clearly will always have a choice, for sure. So what do you think of this? If the not the naira, but if the fuel price goes to 5,000 naira per liter, how would you survive? By that time, would you have left the country? What is going to be your plan? Because let us be realistic and really step out of the line of delusion. Unless we decide to do something, nothing's going to happen. And eventually, like the patterns from before, you can't kill habits and conditions of thinking. We have been conditioned to always accept and feel powerless and do nothing. Because whatever it is, it's never that bad because the past administration was better. If we literally have this mindset, then there's nothing that is going to change. So, what do you do about it? Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.